If you're into EDC or even just knives, you've probably heard of the Banter. Ben Peterson of NAF's fame designed it to be the perfect everyday carry folding knife. Small, practical, non-threatening, just a really solid tool. But now here's a twist. What happens when that same design philosophy gets turned into a fixed blade? Today we're comparing the Wii Banter folding knife against the Civivi Baby Banter fixed blade to answer one simple question. Which one actually makes the better everyday carry? Let's find out. Both these knives come from the same mind. Ben Peterson designed the Banter series around a really simple idea. A knife that's practical, easy to use, non-threatening, and just works for everyday tasks. Not tactical, not oversized, just a really good cutting tool. The original Banter became insanely popular because it nailed that idea. But a lot of people in the EDC community love fixed blades for daily carry. So the natural question became, what if the Banter design was a fixed blade? And that's where the Baby Banter fixed blade comes in. Same philosophy, same design language, just a completely different format. Let's start with the original. The Wii Banter is a compact folding knife designed for daily carry. You get a 3-inch blade, lightweight construction, and a super practical blade shape. The version I have here today uses S35VN steel, which is a high-end stainless steel known for excellent edge retention and corrosion resistance. So this is definitely a premium steel, especially for a knife this size. This blade shape is a really simple drop point / spear style that's incredibly versatile. It's great for opening packages, breaking down boxes, food prep, pretty much any normal EDC cutting tasks. And because it's a folding knife, you get a few advantages. First up is portability. This knife, due to its size and deep carry pocket clip, disappears in the pocket. Second is the fidget factor. The Banter runs on bearings and uses thumb studs, so it's super smooth and really satisfying to deploy. It's one of those knives that you probably end up opening and closing way more than you actually need to. Now let's talk about the fixed blade baby brother. This is the Civivi Baby Banter fixed blade, and it takes the same design philosophy but removes the folding mechanism completely and shrinks it down a smidge. Instead, you get a really small compact fixed blade with a roughly 2.3-inch blade made from Nitro V steel. And Nitro V is a really great choice for this type of knife. It has good edge retention, excellent corrosion resistance, and it's very easy to sharpen. And since this is a fixed blade, the entire knife is full tang, which means the steel runs throughout the entire handle. This makes it inherently stronger than a folding knife. Another big feature here is this finger choil. That lets you choke up on the knife and get a full grip even though it's a very compact blade, which is honestly kind of the magic of the Banter design. These knives look small, and don't get me wrong, they definitely are. But in hand, they're surprisingly usable. Now this is where things get interesting, because the biggest difference between these knives isn't the blade. It's how you carry them. The Banter folding knife is pretty easy. Clip it to your pocket and forget about it. It's lightweight, compact, and disappears in your EDC. But the fixed blade is a little different. It comes with a really minimal Kydex sheath, and you can easily drop this in your pocket, add an ulti-clip or soft loops to carry it on your belt, or even add a lanyard and a chain and wear it around your neck. Some people absolutely love small fixed blades for EDC because they're instantly ready to use. No deployment, no lock, just grab and cut. But other people prefer the convenience of a folding knife that just clips to the pocket. So this really comes down to personal carry preference. In terms of pure cutting performance, both these knives are very similar. They both use very practical blade shapes. They're both thin enough behind the edge to slice really well. And they're both designed around everyday tasks rather than hard use. But there's one advantage to the fixed blade, and that's strength. Because there's no pivot, no lock, no moving parts, a fixed blade is mechanically stronger by design. But that doesn't mean the Banter is weak. It just means the fixed blade removes any potential failure points. But realistically, for everyday carry tasks like opening packages, cutting tape, breaking down boxes, either one of these knives will perform perfectly. Now let's talk about value. The Wii Banter is a more premium folding knife and has the price tag to reflect that. You're getting a higher end steel and a more complex construction. This retails around the $110 mark. While on the other hand, the Civivi Baby Banter fixed blade is much cheaper, partly because fixed blades are simpler to manufacture and has less premium blade steel. You can often find the Baby Banter fixed blade around half the cost at close to the $60 mark. So on paper, the fixed blade is absolutely the more affordable option. So which Banter actually wins for everyday carry? Honestly, it depends on what kind of EDC you prefer. If you want something that disappears in your pocket, is easy to carry everywhere, and has very smooth fidgety action, then the Wii Banter is probably a better choice. But if you like the simplicity and strength of a fixed blade, the Baby Banter is a fantastic small EDC pocket fixed blade. It has same design and same practicality, just two completely different ways to carry it. But I'm curious what you think. Which would you gravitate towards? Would you rather carry a small fixed blade like this, or stick with a traditional folding knife like the Banter? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.